So can you guys remind me why are we here? It's getting cold, and I decided to go commando today, and my third ball's getting kind of squeezed in there, and not in a good way.
Joe, how in the hell can anybody squeeze their balls in a good way?
Oh, believe me, there are ways. Just ask Ivanka what she did to me last week.
All right, ladies, that's enough of that. We're here to host the annual Halloween videos compilation. And Donald also got another reason for that. But before that, we will get you all warmed up with the first video we uploaded in the month of October. So grab your popcorn or whatever you have stocked up in your home, some cold brewski or a Coke, really anything you want. I would recommend some tea and relax because it's going to be over hour-long video. And in the first one, we ranked some of the most popular horror franchises.
Guys, I can't see you.
The hell are you wearing?
Him? Dude, I don't know what was your plan, but your mask looks like pudding or something that came out of your butt more than anything else.
At least it's not 2 dildos on head like your costume, but I'm not kink-shaming. I think it's extremely cool that you experiment with your sexuality, and Billy approves.
Those are horns.
Yeah, well, about that, I initially ordered a Michael Myers mask from some random site, but I didn't bother to check the size. And it's for kids, so it's too small and it's pressing really hard on my skin, and it might get bad enough to the point where I will just take it off, but I'm going to try and hold on as of now.
I thought a multi-billionaire could afford a better quality mask.
Okay, now what the fuck is this mask? Now tell me who you ordered it from right now. I'm going to sue the shit out of them for making profits out of my image.
I still can't see anything.
It's the best that I'll be headlining this tier list because Donald and Joe headlined almost all of our tier lists so far, and neither George nor Bill have enough familiarity with those franchises.
That's just simply not true. I have rewatched the entire Human Centipede trilogy countless times.
Meh, I'm fine with that. I don't really care that much about Halloween. I just enjoy all the treats because I have a sweet tooth. But the Christmas is where it's at. Nothing is better than going to the shopping mall on a snowy, cold day, hearing all the cheesy, albeit legendary Christmas songs, and just circling it the entire day thinking what your loved ones will be happy with as the Christmas gifts.
Yeah, sure, but let's not talk about that right now. This month we dedicate to Halloween. We will go on Christmas rants pretty soon, since after Halloween passes, we will have just 1 month of regular stuff, and then we can roll the Christmas videos again. Mafia ones are always the best performing ones, so who knows? Maybe we will set some record this year. But it's not the time. So let's get to the first franchise, which is Resident Evil, and I think it's fair to judge it by all media, not just the games or just the movies, so overall it's a B tier. I really enjoy the games, don't get me wrong, but I am more of a Silent Hill guy, and while the movies were surprisingly good, considering video game movies are usually bad, it still falls flat when compared to some bangers on this list.
Can you stop being such a pansy? You are the type of person to rank something in D tier, but then say that it's still cool to not offend the snowflakes. Stand on your fucking opinion and grow some balls.
What are you on about? I ranked it B tier. That doesn't mean it's bad, it's just not the best or very good. You can enjoy something that's just good, can't you?
Oh, heck yeah. Now we get to my favorite. Barry, you have to rank this masterpiece S tier, or I will rizz up Michelle. I can sacrifice myself for this banger.
Oh, you're disgusting and delusional, but just to have Michelle not be harassed by you, I will put it up there. It's not worth her time.
Great example, Barry. You just showed that bitching and directly blackmailing someone will give you everything in life. That's the leftist way of achieving your dreams.
Would you stop making everything political? We are here to talk about some horror franchises, and next up we have easily one of the most iconic in history. I don't really have anything else to say. It's easily an S tier.
Oh yeah, I love that game, and we should play that again sometimes in the future.
What game? Oh, you mean like that Dead by Daylight clone that we played for a bit back in 2018? Yeah, it was cool, but I don't even know if the servers are up anymore, and Dead by Daylight offers way more to play with. And I have a question to whoever arranged this list. What the hell is Scary Movie doing here?
It's kinda in the title, ain't it? It's literally a movie that happens to be scary.
George, I don't think you know what you are talking about. Scary Movie is a film series that takes all the iconic horror movie tropes and cliches and then spins it just enough so it's comedic. I'm pretty sure you watched it with us many times and you just don't remember the name.
It was that movie where a guy got rolled into a carpet and smoked by a marijuana plant?
Yes, precisely. Glad I could remind you.
Was it that movie where a guy went to Glory Hole and got penetrated in the skull via his ears by the guy with the mask from Scream?
That's a ugh. Well, I don't think you're wrong, but you didn't have to bring it up.
Nah, he definitely did. It's kind of his role in the squad by now.
Okay, but let me get back to rankings, because we are 4 minutes in the video, and we barely started the ranking. So, okay, Scary Movie will go into A tier. I enjoyed it very much, but it cannot simply go up to S with the all-time greats, simply because it's not an actual horror. Alien go in there as well, because while it's a great franchise with a very loyal fan base and complex lore, it doesn't really feel like a Halloween horror, but like a regular sci-fi movie that is just very grim.
Uh-oh, we have a movie about Donald next.
Did you just call me a fucking blob, you decrepit zombie-looking fuck?
Wait, I thought you couldn't see through that mask.
I was waking up from my nap and I forgot that I still had my eyes closed, but now we're all good in the hood, Georgie.
Damn. I knew dementia got you good, but I didn't think it was possible for it to get as bad.
That's what tends to happen when a 900 years old elder get dementia.
Rapidly moving from that, I know generally that this franchise is out there and exists, but I never even watched it. So from my lack of knowledge, I have to put it in C tier since nothing really goes in there most of the time. So it'll be a good balance. And as for Children of the Corn, I don't know, it always looked like a weird-ass franchise to me, and I don't remember anything much than a crowd of kids emerging from the cornfield and looking at me menacingly, so I don't have good memories with it. D tier. Jaws shouldn't really be considered a horror movie, but more of action than anything else, so then again, we have something that just does not belong here. And, well, I am not a fan, so B tier is warranted. The Ring is S tier if we include all the original Japanese stuff, which I assume we do. And then Ouija, or however you spell it, I only know how the board works and never saw any movie about it, so I'm going to assume it's tragic. And for the concept of the board alone, I'm going to give it an A tier.
Now let me introduce to you the phenomenal movie, which is Paranormal Activity. The plot is that some weird shit is happening in the night in the houses and they capture it on camera and blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. But the kicker is that the budget for this movie was only $15,000, since both main actors only got paid $500 and the rest went to cameras and stuff. Because it was a small indie project, they spent virtually no money on advertising before all you smartasses in the comments tried to get smart with me, and it didn't start off in the cinema. Oh, no, it was in small cinemas, maybe local theaters and stuff, but people who went to it enjoyed it so much, and so many people started just this chain reaction of sharing this movie with people that they organized entire groups of movement, where they demanded theater chains to bring this movie to their screens, and that's how they turned $15,000 of investment into a near $200 million of revenue. That's 13,000 times the investment. So yeah, it's a no-brainer, S tier.
Yeah, but you didn't even touch on the story at all. Are we really going to rate it off that fact alone and to S tier out of all places?
It impressed me more than any other lousy movie from here, so I'd say so. Also, it gained so much money with such a little production value just because people liked it so much they organized entire movements. Doesn't that say enough about how good it was?
I can give you that rating. I'm actually surprised you didn't mention The Pick right after because The Purge was so successful commercially. I even was thinking about this with Joe when I was president. We even recorded the entire announcement and set the rules, but we never actually pulled it off, thankfully. But yeah, I won't put it anywhere else than C tier. If you want me to rate a Halloween franchise highly without it being scary, you need to make a Paranormal Activity level success with no budget or scary movie level iconic status, but it has been around only for, what, 12 years or something, and it already died out, and not like recently, it died years ago. So I don't really think we will look back at this in 10 years' time and say, oh man, what a slapper that was.
We say that about everything, but then we look back at it and we miss it. Remember how we hated 2016 and called it the worst year ever because of the celebrity deaths and wished for there to never repeat that year? Yeah, now we look back at it and we remember the Rio de Janeiro Instagram filter and no copyright music tracks. But yeah, we touched on that in our Golf with Your Friends game for the September. So if you want to hear that nostalgic rant, go visit those videos where we played on a dumbass map from Counter-Strike.
No, I'm leaving nostalgic talk instantly because I don't want to start crying in the middle of video, especially when I'm finally headlining a tier list. So I'm just going to do a speed round. And I see so many S tiers, it's insane. But again, there are non-horror movies here. But either way, all of it up until The Dentist goes to the S tier. I know that it sounds insane, but I don't know what absurd arguments I could even make to push those franchises lower.
Dentist also goes to the S tier. I'm scared of those psychos. Once when Jill took me, he started drilling the shit out of my teeth, so I pulled of a move from Heavy Rain.
That's probably because last time you flossed or even brushed your teeth was 1700s.
Wait, I'm confused. If they scare you so much, wouldn't The Dentist go to D tier?
It's a horror tier list, so I think scariest thing should be at the top.
I might be uncultured, but I legitimately haven't seen this neither, so I can't help but to bring it to C tier. And then again, some would argue for The Shining being on S tier, but I think the pacing is extremely weird and uncomfortable. So I'd say B tier, and The Dracula is absolute S tier of horrors. If you watch the original movie, it will keep you hooked until the end. That's how good it is. And it's unironically the scariest movie out of all that you see here. Absolute S tier. In fact, I think that the entire movie is available fully for free on YouTube because it's no longer under copyright.
You absolute nincompoop. You're thinking of Nosferatu, which is actually in public domain, and it's not original Dracula, but rather fan adaptation of the novel. And yeah, it is, in fact, a very scary one, but I met the guy somewhere around 1900th, and I gotta say, I could whoop his ass, so I'm just not scared of this movie because I always see his face.
Oh crap, you're right. But yeah, if you plan to go to the toilet in the middle of the night, better not watch this movie because you will start seeing him in your hallway.
Shout out K31 owner, I suppose.
Jacob Bowling.
And Zuber Sandwich, we hope to see you in next video. And we actually reached some new audience because we gained more subs recently. So if you are new here, we post stuff like that twice a week, and we have a huge library of videos, so you know what to do. If you are already a fan for quite some time, please consider joining our membership program where we offer various plans for all wallets, and you have some cool emojis and badges. But yeah, that's basically about it. See ya.
Surprisingly enough, it wasn't that bad of a ranking, at least for someone like Obama. Anyway, I wanted to show off our White House Halloween decoration, and that's why we are recording this little shindig outside. And you should all shut the hell up about me supposedly demolishing White House, because I'm renovating the East Wing. That's literally all it is. This is an old and haunted prison, basically. I don't know why you're making a fuss out of it. We would probably be better off if I actually just demolish it and make Mar-a-Lago a functioning White House replacement, but that's what I was trying to say. Now let's go back to another video. What is the next video, Bomberman?
Keep calling me Bomberman, and I might turn this nickname into reality, you obese orange. Anywho, considering we are like 11 minutes into the compilation now, we can get bold without YouTube algorithms scanning us like some cyborg straight from Skynet. And that means it's time to introduce Bill and his favorite video of the bunch.
What's up with you freak willies? It's time for the tier list from Wild Billy. And although I didn't bring a Halloween costume like these goobers, it's still a Halloween tier list, and we have a bunch of characters here, and we're going to rank them from the most smashable to the least smashable.
Bill, whatever you're gonna say, just please don't go overboard. It's already enough that we have to hear you drool over some fictional characters. Just please don't get us demonetized.
Don't worry, Barry, I won't fail you. So Pennywise with that big-ass forehead and his ugly turkey teeth that are worse than Donald's can go all the way down there. But for Samara, I'm not going to talk about her in the movie because she was 12, but rather about her now, and she's now 35. So it's all good. And she's fine, I guess, but she's not. No Ivanka, you feel me? Neutral tier.
What?
I'm just saying, man.
Can you put KSI in the smash tier for me? Pretty, please. I need this.
What? I don't see no damn KSI here. We only have the Predator next up, and oh, all right, I see what you did there, Joseph. Just for that, your wish is my command.
Thanks, Bill. I really needed this.
Bill, why don't you try having a drink of something? I have some freshly brewed tea right here. Have a cup because you sound really raspy and you're reminding me of RFK too much.
Hop off RFK, Dung. Why won't you? He just came up with a genius idea to remind everybody that you shouldn't take Tylenol pills like candies during pregnancy, and company itself tweeted it a couple of years back. I swear, this entire TikTok trend about swallowing tens of pills while being pregnant is just a proof that I can make these liberal crazy women stop showering if I say that not showering is disgusting and bad for you.
Of course, because it's a darn lie. By showering, you get rid of your natural aura and destroy your natural skin oil layer that's shielding you from all the crap outside. And this orange prick wants you all to get to his very low power level by showering every day. And if you are a little whiny bitch who can't stand a little manly musk, then just go to your local Walmart and steal a couple of Axe body spray cans and you are set for a week.
I mean, if I am set to have a date that day, I will shower for the lady, but otherwise, I shower like every other or every third day, depending on the weather and my activity and all that stuff. But I wash my willy 3 times a day, and you can believe that it's as smooth as a dolphin head. But yeah, Michael Myers, it's just not my type, but at least he's a human, so all for all pass is fair.
I'm glad my tea helped.
You better not fuck up the next ranking, Bill, or I will legit crash out and air out the nearest public mall.
The hell?
I don't know if you expected something else, but she's obviously super hard smash tier. She is 9'6" tall. She weighs 600 pounds without being fat, and she's a goddamn MILF if I ever saw one. I would absolutely go buck wild on her and let her do anything to me.
Why do I even stay here for these videos? You guys are disgusting.
If you think Mommy Dimitrescu is disgusting, then you clearly don't belong here.
However, there are 3 hard passes up next. Purple guy or phone guy or pink guy, whatever you want to call him, is too pixelated, and even if I did swing that way, it would probably hurt. The Freddy number 1 is one ugly ass dude, and second, Freddy is a freaking animatronic with exoskeleton. And to add on that, he has a rotting child corpse inside of him, so I'll happily pass on that and keep the fuck away from him. However, I know enough Five Nights at Freddy's lore to know that it does not work like that with toy animatronics from FNAF 2. So Toy Chica, who is built like a freaking hourglass, so I wouldn't be locked in with her if I was the night guard, but she would be locked in with me.
I thought it would be a bit misogynistic, but at least a bit funny, lighthearted game, not a circle jerk about video game animatronics.
I know you are stuck in the house with that quarterback of a wife and 2 daughters, but that's how boys roll every evening.
Excuse me?
You're excused, bub. Continue with the ranking, Bill.
All right, so I don't even have to explain Springtrap. It's obviously a hard pass, but what the frick is that next thing? It looks like some old cartoon character possessed by Spider-Man's venom.
Bendy the Ink Demon is the primary antagonist and monstrous, soulless creation of the Ink Machine, a failed attempt to bring Joey Drew Studios' cartoon mascot, Bendy, to life. This monstrous entity rules over the cycle of the Ink Machine, eventually becoming the main villain of the game before being trapped in a weakened, more cartoony form called Bendy, the titular deuteragonist, in a later game.
So it's Mickey the Mouse?
You could say that.
Ink is the last thing I want in my urethra, so that's going to be a hard pass from me. The next 2 are basically animals, so the same thing, but I don't know, maybe I'm just old, but who are those anime girls? I don't want to say smash and then find out they're 12 because those Japanese studios tend to make 40-year-old women and little girls look identical.
Sadly, Monica from Doki Doki is 18, and then Ayano Aishi is like 17 or 18, so we can say she's 18 just to round it out.
Rounding out the age upwards is a bold move, but I see the vision, Joe.
Oh my God.
Oh, then I'll smash them both. Sure, I don't see the problem. They look cute. And now we have 5 hard passes because I don't see a single one when you could possibly do something. Theoretically, you can push it because Slender Man has long tentacles and Chucky the Doll won't do shit to you if you just stomp on him once to disarm him and then restrain him, but yeah, I don't see it. Now, I don't know who the hell that shorty is, but she looks like those alt-new metal girls from back when I finished my second term, and that's extremely sexy, so she's a no-brainer hard smash.
Oh, God, I remember that fucking face. It was one of those fucking challenges about the thinking of a term to not annoy YouTube. Well, it's challenges which end in a willing, definite stop of your conditions that make you alive. And this fucking face was one of them. I remember that Russians also made some whale challenge, I think. Yeah, put it in the thrash tier. I had enough of this shit in my first term. That was one weird-ass internet era.
Let's face it, you winning an election by straight up making fun and roasting your opponents and calling everybody an idiot definitely made people go stupid because they realized that if you are stupid enough and shameless, you can become the most important person in the world. As we see now, for 8 years even.
Okay, ladies, you can stop fighting because it's time for some rankings, and I'm upset to announce that we have 5 continuous hard passes, and you can exactly see why. As for that weird-ass bunny from Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't know, I haven't really been into the franchise after first 4 games. I bet there's countless content featuring that character on Rule 34, so I'm gonna stay neutral.
Oh yeah, I went out there to look for it not so long ago, and there are over 2,000 posts which range from pictures, GIFs to videos, so it definitely gets some furries going.
Yep, didn't expect anything less, and I'm sorry to disappoint all Minecraft enthusiasts because there is no way I'm putting up Herobrine to anything else than hard pass unless I want to end up in a cave from old Minecraft versions and turn into a Disc 11.
I gotta say, Bill, you really did surprise me with your knowledge of some games here. I really didn't think you were much of a gamer until just now.
Not really, I just know Minecraft because everybody knows Minecraft. And Five Nights at Freddy's had a golden era in fan-made adult videos based on the characters from it. So I became interested. The same way I started playing Overwatch, really.
Never mind, I take back what I said.
So just to wrap it up, Nosferatu, I just don't see. And to be inclusive, I'm going to decide to put Ghostface in the smash tier because it's a regular human, and if you look him up on Google without mask, he's actually one handsome psycho. So if I were to swing both ways, I would definitely smash. As for that little girl, she goes into hard pass. I'm not trying to catch no case after that Epstein Island fiasco.
I just hope we won't do any more smash or pass tier lists, especially with Bill or Joe leading it, because I find it to be extremely stupid, even as a concept alone. And yeah, the only thing left to do before we get off to record next Halloween video is to shout out Zuber Sandwich.
Same with Jacob Bowling. Guys, please, pretty, please join him in the Papa Joe cult. We need to make the competition for the MAGA cult.
Joe, you absolute blithering idiot. You have admitted multiple times that you are in MAGA movement. You even wore a MAGA hat, for fuck's sake. You
Yeah, but
never
I
stand
decided
for
to make
something
an
that you
opposition
say
to you,
because
and I thought it would be cool.
Shout out K31 owner.
And it just gave me a chub. Yuppie.
Dude.
Now, to keep it fresh, let's maybe put on some Dying Light. It was a pretty good video, honestly, and I had some fun. We did way too many dumbass tier lists recently, and I still don't understand why. They don't do good on our channel, and they are boring. Yeah, great idea. Let's have some Demented Joe rant and move some pixels. What a brilliant and joyful idea.
Keep in mind that it's coming from a guy who spent weeks of his time just to save TikTok and has a special TV installed right in front of his desk in Oval Office just to display Subway Surfers gameplay with mukbang and gooning corners.
Since New Dying Light came out lately and it's October, I decided that we could play some Dying Light. And now you might ask why the first game and not the newest game or even second. Well, it's quite easy. Our editor only has the first game in his Steam library, and I already have enough viruses on White House computers as it is from Joe's term and Bill using them without my permission and visiting his sites without any VPN or antivirus. But yeah, we're going to be playing first game, and if you don't like it, you can shove this opinion up your ass.
Oh, come on, Donald. I mostly just visit the hub tube, but I'm not talking you, X-Hamster, XNXX.com, TNA, Flicks, and Reddit. Like, what the hell? It's all trusted sites.
I don't give a rat ass what it is. You shouldn't look up any of it on White House computer. You actually shouldn't use it at all.
Okay, now please explain to me, why is Light dying and how can we help him? What is this game even about?
This dude's brain is already scrambled, and we haven't even started the gameplay. But to be fair, I don't even care about that cutscene, so just fast forward it to when something of importance happens. Great, we just bit the curb before I got to control anything. Are we playing as Joe?
Uh-oh. Guys, we need to do something about that.
Back the fuck up before I exercise my Second Amendment on all of you assholes.
Draw who? Kaiju?
Great going, shithead. You couldn't keep your stinky mouth shut, and our character couldn't even hear one of these thugs sneaking up on him, and now they will break our legs and eat us.
Eat us! They eat people! No!
Donald, what did you just do?
I don't even know. This dude gets scared by his own shadow.
We have bigger problems. There is an army of zombies running to us and one bit us. We're infected.
Dude, don't worry. Trump genes are pure gold, so we're probably immune, and even if we will just chop this shit clean off.
No, don't even joke about it, Donald. How will I choke my chicken without my hand?
It's just your left hand, so it's not like it will make much difference anyway.
But I'm left-handed.
Wait, seriously? Who the fuck is left-handed? Do you just smear your signature all over the paper or sign shit from the right to left like some Arabic?
Do you even know your friends? Most of the people in this room are left-handed because me and George also use left hands, and we seriously need to help this dude. Oh, we can just not do that. Yeah, let's just leave it. He is done for. We need to escape the rest.
The fuck she screamed for? Did she wanted to scare off the zombies? This dude was already done as soon as he got overpowered, and you should quietly run away as fast as possible since they are apparently mostly drawn to sound, and he will be a decoy for less than a minute at best.
You serious? She just witnessed dude getting eaten alive, and it could be her brother, her boyfriend, or even her best friend. Dude, don't you have any heart?
Probably. His heart is going to give any minute now. He ate 3 Big Macs before the recording, by the way, because I got here faster than those 3 goobers. And I seen him finishing up his McDonald's order.
I haven't eaten anything else today. Am I supposed to starve myself?
It's 8 a.m. It's not like you have to eat McDonald's all day. What stops you from having your cook bring you some scrambled eggs with a toast or 2 and some bacon? I personally would add some greens, but I know you hate them, so it doesn't have to be super healthy, but even this would be better than getting McDonald's. It ain't even all that, to be honest with you.
Wait a moment, how did you get Big Macs in the morning? McDonald's regular menu opens up at 10:30.
Joe, I don't even wait, and when you're a president, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the balls and order Big Mac during the breakfast hours. And what the fuck is this loading time? Why the fuck do I even bother with SSD storage if it's going to be loading for so long anyway? Oh well, we're in Chicago.
What the fuck is your problem with Chicago? New York City has the same problems as Chicago does.
Oh no, I won't stand for the New York slander, especially when it's all fake news garbaggio. There is like 5 times the amount of shootings in Chicago compared to New York. In fact, New York City, as far as gun violence goes, is one of the safest big cities in America. Sure, you do get chased by some crackheads with a needle in their hands trying to inject you, and there's a guy bent in half by fentanyl standing on the gas station corner every other day, but you're incomparably less likely to get shot on a random Tuesday than if you were in Chicago.
Seems like Joe would easily blend in New York then.
The most fucked up thing about it is that as much as I'd want it to be a joke, he actually did join the homeless crackhead and chase me in New York when we were there during a New Year's night bender. It's like seeing people cover themselves with Walker's guts in The Walking Dead.
He was a really nice person, and you should join us. The shit we were on in that Starbucks bathroom or something else. I think he knew something that we don't because he legit got a new drug, but I don't remember what it was called. He called it Mentos, whatever it means, and it was like a pill. And when I took that pill, he said that it should dissolve on my tongue, but I actually burned the fuck out of my tongue, and it was sweet, but it was also sharp burning sensation.
Joe, he just gave you a mint.
No wonder it burned your tongue. Your ass has so much bacteria on your tongue with your SpongeBob. Something smells ass breath that it killed entire fucking civilization when it landed on your tongue. Your taste buds have been exposed to air for the first time since last millennia.
Yeah, tongue scraping and mints are such a game changers. It feels gross to scrape it for the first time, but then it's so eye-pleasing, a really great addition to your mouth hygiene routine every night. Do that even once a day if you don't have much time and your tongue won't have white coating at all in a couple of days. Just keep it up.
Is it just me, or does that dude look like Serge Tankian?
Like who?
Like Serge Tankian, you morbidly obese piece of lard. The vocalist of System of the Down.
You know, every time I reflect a bit on how I treat you, and to maybe stop the hate, you just pull off shit like this, and that's why I hate your demented ass so much.
Hey, I'm looking for the... Are you the boss?
What, am I too young? You got the problem with my age?
What a little fucking brat, getting pissy without me even insinuating anything about his age. That's it, you little fuck. I'm gonna be the boss here in the next 2 days after I will learn the basics and throw your bitch ass off this fucking building.
We've been here ever since. Hunting airdrops, scavenging, and rescuing people.
Yeah, I wanted to thank that girl.
Good, because if not for her, you'd already be chewing somebody's knee bone.
Buddy, I would pop a cap in all of these fuckers that tried to kill me, and then I would single-handedly rip apart all the zombies, and even if they got a couple of bites, I would recover because Donald Trump has good genes.
Did you just use American Eagle Sydney Sweeney pun on our video?
Yep, what are you gonna do about it? Cancel me? Call me a Nazi?
No, not really. I just got surprised that you would use it since it's been like, what, 3 months?
Well, I don't know. I just got reminded about it last night because when I was taking a fat shit in the toilet, I forgot to take my phone. So naturally, I started reading the back of my soap, and then I looked at the front, and it's a Dr. Squatch Sydney Sweeney Bath, Water Bliss. So naturally, I thought of that.
People actually bought that. I thought it was just a PR stunt and not an actual usable product.
Me and Joe almost bought out the entire stock after it launched, and I always use it to clean out my private parts.
It even made me take a shower for the first time in 20 years because I decided that the downside is worth the experience of having Sydney Sweeney's DNA all over my body and my little joester down there, but mostly I just munch on this soap from time to time like an ice cream sandwich, and it's kind of bitter, but I just can't resist Sydney Sweeney being inside of me.
All right, I'm not that far gone yet. I just bought like 5 bars and used up only 1 so far because I just have automatic soap dispenser, and my hands just feel all ashy and dry after I use a bar of soap.
Oh yeah, that's true. Can somebody explain to us in the comments, why does a bar of soap feel like it dries out your skin while liquid soap doesn't? I never understood it.
Well, because it's a liquid, you damn nincompoop. How can a liquid dry out your skin? You just don't think sometimes, Barry.
Joe, just shut the fuck up with your nonsense. Finally, we have some free air. We've been doing shit in this tower for the past 20 minutes. All right, so what do we do now? Uh-oh. Oh, parkour. Great, I'm about to Assassin's Creed this shit, but like the real Assassin's Creed, not whatever the fuck it became after Origins.
Oh wow, you just reminded me of something. Back when we were talking about Blackberries like a month ago, I talked about some games, and I really need to add Assassin's Creed to that list because as far as I remember, it was like one of the best mobile games that I played through the entire game once time when I was flying over to Europe in Air Force One.
You guys remember that menu music from Asphalt 4?
Right, it was amazing. I remember my buddy with an iPhone handed me it, And it was graphical shock since it was fully 3D, obviously, but I can tell you that higher music quality turned out to sound worse than the original game somehow.
Just do what I say, all right? Now, jump down to the very bottom.
Dude, you're crazy if you think I'm going to Liam Payne all the way down there.
Whoa, whoa. Too soon, Joe. Too soon. The man passed just a year ago. I think a week ago was the first anniversary, too.
True, true. Oh, yeah, he didn't touch drugs for over a year now.
Joe!
And he's gone.
Raheem! My leg! Jesus, don't move! I'll get help!
I was just fucking with you.
I got to side with Donnie on this. I really don't like this kid.
Yeah, let's jump and hopefully we can start exploring the actual world.
Sure, I'd love to bash in some zombie skulls since they remind me of Joe a lot.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Yeah, I'm calling Cap. There's no way some junk-filled thrash bags will help you survive that fall. Unless your name is Donald Trump or at least Barron Trump, then you can't get out of that without at least some broken ribs and huge concussion.
Dudes, you already weigh a ton without any G-forces, and that landing would multiply it by like at least 8 times. And Barron is a tall dude, so no, out of all people, you two would definitely not make it.
Dude, what? How would a landing multiply my weight? Did you get into Hunter's bag before this recording?
You're kidding, right?
No, I really am not. Explain that to me, you smart ass.
I cannot believe I have to explain basic physics to our literal president who calls himself a king, but sure, why not? So there is this thing called gravity, right? And it's a force that...
Blah, 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 you're too boring and you're not entertaining me? Can some servant bring me another jester?
Ha ha ha! He called you a joker, Brock.
Yeah, that one does the job.
How about you stop being a damn noob and stop falling off? We will wait ages that way before you finish up basic tutorial for parkour.
Not bad. For a noob.
Ain't no way.
I can't even lie. That was crazy foreshadowing from Bill here. Whoa, what's happening here, partner?
Whoa, Mama, they put me in the orb, Mama.
What are you on about?
It was an Elvis meme, you uncultured swine. I happen to be a huge fan of Elvis, and I love how he massacred his crowds at concerts like that one time when he threw a live grenade in the crowd, or when let out his pet lion, Skippy, out of the cage so he could maul random people in the crowd. Man, those ragers were the best concerts I ever attended. Whenever I got my grubby Biden hands on the backstage passes, I would abuse the shit out of codeine with him, and you may not know it, but me and Elvis actually invented the Scissorp, Dirty Sprite, Lean, Purple Drank, or whatchamacallits. We just never wanted to take credit for it because the feds were on Elvis, and I had my little brawls with 5-0 in the past.
Excuse me?
All right, so we just got to travel through like 100 yards of zombies to get a vaccine against this zombie virus because, unlike me, our main character doesn't have the superhuman genes with immunity to everything.
Yeah, to everything other than diabetes type 2.
Excuse me, I was talking and you interrupted me. I just had a quick break for Diet Coke because my throat got sore. But anyways, our main character doesn't have superhuman levels of immunity to everything, so we have to get there as fast, probably before the night starts to get a shot, because for some reason, we are working on some kind of vaccine against it as opposed to just nuking the shit out of this city and surrounding environment to eradicate this virus. Because as far as I am aware, the city's quarantined, so it's highly localized, so I don't know why bother when a couple of nukes could easily solve it with literally just $1 billion. I don't get it. It's not World War II. Nukes are really cheap.
I'm gonna bomb the shit out of them.
Dude, there are thousands of people still alive in there and infected. And a big part of infrastructure is still intact. You want to kill all of them and destroy whatever's left out of this city?
Yes. Dude, have you ever been to Hiroshima or Nagasaki? We turned them to dust in the 40s, and now they are very prospering cities and quite pretty too.
He's not wrong at all. If you want, I can hook you all up with the massage spot in Nagasaki that I always go to.
Shit.
They will do anything for that tip of 30,000 yen, which equates to $200. And believe me, I memorized that shit.
Will they sing me that restaurant's happy birthday song while aggressively clapping their hands?
Maybe. One thing that I know for a fact is that you will hear some clapping when I'll visit that place, but it won't be coming from hands.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh, look, they added Joe in the game. Fuck you, Robinette. Yeah, that's what you get for calling me Donald Dump. That one time, you demented piece of shit.
The guy we're running against, what's his name? Donald Dump or Donald whatever.
You don't have to diddle his corpse for that, though, and I dead-ass think he just forgot your name there. Joe has a memory problem after all.
Yeah, the old guy is suffering from dementia. That tends to happen.
That's true. You can't keep making fun of him for those mishaps. You start to forget things too.
You know what? Fuck you all, you weenie meanies. Fuck you all for thinking I don't remember things and that I'm getting old. I was just calling out that dump truck that Donald is hauling on him and didn't actually forget that. I may have had a brain fog because all I could think about was his massive butt, but that was on purpose. You mean fucks?
Okay, Joey buddy, we didn't mean nothing by it. We just simply thought you legitimately forgot his name because you tend to forget things. No need to get your boots in a twist, partner.
In what shithole of a country we're in. There are no guns nowhere. If this were our lovely America, I would already loot like 3 shotguns and just blast my way through the zombie crowd.
Yeah, using a damn shotgun on sound-sensitive zombie kind seems like a genius idea. But I think I heard somewhere that it's supposed to be like kind of a Turkish place, but in the game world it's like Istanbul. But instead of being the capital of Turkey, it's a city-state.
Heard somewhere? I see your ass on Google search right now. You ain't slick, buddy. Also, that place, whatever the fuck you said, sounds like it doesn't exist. So that's fake news, and this city is entirely fictional. Boom, case closed.
Doctor? Hello? Anybody there?
Camden, are you there? Damn it.
So I'm supposed to get a vaccine?
What? No. Suppressant. It's called antizin. Suppresses the symptoms. Here, sit. Antizin postpones the inevitable. Best the GRE could do.
Huh, sounds like FDA.
Donald, please don't turn this into political mumbo-jumbo.
Sure thing, Barry, sure thing.
There's no cure right now, but you see, I've been running tests on both antizin and infected tissue. A cure is possible, definitely possible.
Oh shit, you really think you can figure it out?
With Dr. Camden's help, yes, I think so. Now where did I put that injector?
Who's Dr. Camden?
A colleague trapped in Sector 0, where the outbreak first, broke out. We've been collaborating via radio, though we would have made more progress if the connection were better. Also, if my earlier experiments had borne fruit. I tried injecting recombined versions of the virus.
Injecting virus? Yeah, that's definitely yet another CIA job to decrease population. How are you going to inject virus into people?
Donald, your ass really needs to take a trip back to 4th grade biology class. How are you going to talk shit about medicine and make regulations when you don't know how basic vaccines work?
Dude, what fucking school did you go to, Nerd High? They don't tech about vaccines in 4th grade.
They do. Everyone knows that vaccines inject dead virus cells into your organism, so your immune system knows what to expect and how this virus looks like, and when they detect it in you, they instantly fight it off before you get sick. It cannot get any simpler than that.
What a fucking nerd.
Huh, would you look at that? I never knew that. Thanks, Barry.
Well, I expected that, to be honest with you, but anyway, shout out to OMG, It's Birdman Archive, and Zuber Sandwich. If this video will do well, we will continue the Dying Light series.
My God, why you gotta sound so robotic? Just a robotic piece of hunk, that's all that you are.
I'm gonna ignore that.
And I'm going to shout out K31 owner.
And I shout out Jacob Bowling. I want to be down there rolling with you, strolling through the park while I go in my car. Then I tear off my clothing and I still am kind of mad at you, my Pookie Berry, but that's okay. And I understand you were jealous that I expressed my love for another man that's not you, but my heart is a very big place and there's room for you, Donnie and Jacob Bowling. You all have a goddamn presidential suite in there.
I would say that you have a dirty homeless camp tent spot in my heart, but you already sleep there just for fun, and I'm just stunned how the fuck you still have your suit on. Like, wouldn't the homeless crackheads just steal it off you and sell it for like 10 bucks? Sure. It's not tailor-made Armani suit, but it's still a Ralph Lauren suit. Even someone on Fent can gather enough brain cells to notice that it's worth a couple of 8 balls.
Ha 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 ha, you said balls.
Now Donald is about to be on cloud 9 because we have both of his favorite October videos back to back, because after Dying Light we have Halloween candy tier list, and this fat ass had to eat 5 Reese's Butter Cups he had in his pockets right before we started recording this, so thanks to his gluttony, Joe is now freezing.
Serves him right for stealing that fucking list from me. Either way, any kind of preservation will do that old fart, so if anything, I helped him. I'm doing the list.
Oh yeah? Then I'm doing your mom.
Come on, Donnie. We already discussed it, and we came to conclusion that Joe is most fit for this list.
Most fit? This old fuck is incompetent and can't do a single thing correctly.
I can throat a sandwich just all right, thank you very much.
Joe, really the sandwich gulper.
Trump could never throat that much.
Yes, I could, idiot.
You mad that I'm the throat goat?
You're not throat goat. I could throat more than you any day.
Donald, you do any other food-related tier list? Give this one to Joe. You may have consumed more candies in general, but this is about trick-or-treating, and as creepy as it is, Joe is the expert because somehow he manages to give out and get candies simultaneously on Halloween evening.
Whatever. I'm just gonna scroll through the DoorDash and order shit from every restaurant in the 10-mile range.
But why would you? Never mind. Okay, Joe, it's your time to shine. First up, you have Three Musketeers.
Oh, yeah. Right, so Three Musketeers is quite impactful and one of the most iconic French pieces, but I personally prefer to read some Shakespeare, even though I'm an anti-Stratfordian and I believe that so-called William Shakespeare was actually just a name holder for Edward de Vere, who really wrote all his pieces instead.
Joe, what the fuck are you talking about? Can you take just one look at the screen before saying some dumb shit? Because one look would tell you that we're talking about the damn candy bar.
Oh, okay, that changes things a bit. C tier.
Could you explain why?
No.
What a way to start the video.
Now we have airheads, and believe you me, that I give out heads to almost all the kids that come trick-and-treating to my house.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
What is wrong with me giving airheads to some kids that come trick-and-treating under my door? They also have a wide variety of different candy to choose from, so everyone will find something that will twerk a symphony on their taste buds, so I gotta give it an S tier.
Careful phrasing would go a long way with what you're saying, Joe. I mean, do you even hear yourself when you say stuff like that?
Not really. I have earwax build up and I even push it in with my Xiaomi earbuds, and it protects me from all the 5G harmful radiation waves that get to your brain through the ear canals. But as a trade-off, I don't hear very well when my Neuralink chip isn't charged, and I forgot to charge it when I was falling asleep in Baron's dorm closet.
In where?
Next up, we have the holy trinity of candy texture, because Almond Boys have the perfect coconut texture. Babe Ruth has that great creamy, nutty mixture. And Butterfinger, well, just bite into one and you'll see how great it feels. Like I just can't help but to pop a chub when I eat one. And I would put them all in S tier if it weren't for the fact that those little almond fucks have that fucking almond. Like I get that it's their thing, and without it they would just be mounds with milk chocolate batter. But I just can't put it any higher than B tier for the other two, though they are S tier.
So you love the fact that Baby Ruth has those bits of nuts in there, but you can't handle almond and almond joys? That doesn't make no damn sense.
Okay, Barry, stop the trolling. You damn well know better than to imply the almonds are in any way, shape, or form at least similar to the goats of nuts, which are peanuts. They are even roasted in Baby Ruth, which makes up for this great crunch and chewability. You really don't know ball with those dumbass takes of yours.
Thanks, Donald. I knew I could count on my blood brother.
Oh, no. Don't you go on thinking that you're on my good side now. You stole this fucking list from me, and I still heard that admission of yours that you were stalking Barron and ignoring the restraining order and somehow bypassing the Secret Service protection. I just couldn't handle Barry absolutely spewing bullshit about some damn candy.
You know you love me, but it's okay. It really is, because we know you're a shy, not-so-little fella that can't admit it on camera. But let's get to the important stuff we have on the screen, and I don't know why candy corn still sits at the #1 in terms of popularity among all the Halloween candy, because it's not all that. I do get nostalgic and think about my school days, where I first tasted these as a child, but thanks to the Industrial Revolution, we have so many better candies now that it deserves a key tier. Like, I will eat it and poop it out just fine, but if you have a solid candy and you give me the fucking candy corn, you're gonna get tricked.
Trick? Like what? You're gonna knock on his door in the night, then run away?
Nope. I'm gonna egg his house, and I always have 2 egg packs in my backpack for emergencies like these. I will then throw toilet paper all over his house, then I'm gonna go get my stuff from the car, and if you watch Dexter, then you know what happens next. But yeah, Haribo bears are solid and a mark of quality, but they're just boring. Same thing with Hershey's. Blake, fun fact for you all viewers, Hershey is so processed and so poor quality that in Europe they have to legally disclose that they are a chocolate tasting product, not actual chocolate. But yeah, Haribo gets a B tier and Hershey's D tier. Just get Feastables at this point.
I actually somewhat agree with Joe. I mean, if you ever visited Europe and tasted some local chocolate, then, well, it's dependable on location, of course. But if you find a good one, then it's 2 worlds apart when you compare it to ours. And it's not as processed, too, so that's why my wife tried to help with when she introduced healthier school meals. We just thought that FDA would have put in stricter regulations overall, but we had some bigger problems on our hands.
Kit Kats are fine. I always loved the name, but the actual product is nothing special. Same with the peanut M&Ms. You know, Joe Dog absolutely loves nuts and can't get enough of them in his petite mouth, but I just can't take all these nuts that M&M's packs, and I sometimes choke on them, so I am forced to put Kit Kats in B tier, peanut M&Ms into the same tier, and original M&Ms into the S tier. And don't even get me started about that green M&M, because she could low-key get it, and the things I would do to her. By the time I'd be done with her, she would look like a jelly bean.
The fuck does that even mean?
Don't worry about it. Mike Ikes always lure me in with this beautiful packaging and sound banging, but when you get one at the door, you feel disappointed as hell. And when you give one out to a little boy in front of your door, he just looks like he's about to cry. So I take him into my house and, what was I? Oh, right. Mike Ikes, yeah. They're going into a tier because packaging looks great.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
Do you, though? Remember that it's Joe saying all of that?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I don't know what you guys are babbling about, but I'm going to put Milk Duds in S tier because they taste good, sure, but mostly for the fact that I feel like I'm eating a poop of hamster a size of elephant, because if you ever had a hamster, you know that their poop is always the same and looks like that, so it's super funny. And now, another fun fact, our Milky Way bar is the same as Mars bar over in UK, and well, I actually like it way better than other veiny chocolate candy, and I get kind of hyper after eating a couple of those, so it goes up there with Milk Dud.
Did you just put a candy in S tier because it reminds you of hamster's poop?
Yep, I would also put Nerds in there if they were slightly bigger, because I have 2 natural teeth left, and it's hard for me to eat those in the middle of the night when I take out my dentures and I just can't bite it correctly, so it goes to a tier. But if you have more teeth, then I suppose it's S tier for you.
Holy shit, this dude might actually be in worse dental state than George Washington, and the guy's been dead for the past 200 years.
Okay, now we were just shitting on the Joe Dog for the sake of it. I remember speaking to George, and that fucker lost his first tooth at the age of 24 and had only 1 tooth left by the time he became the president. So don't you talk shit about my teeth. He also had a stanky ass breath because he basically had a customized set of dentures, and he had some real teeth extracted from different people, some wooden teeth, some were even made of elephant bones. He basically put in there anything that could closely resemble teeth. But as for our tier list, next 5 entries all have the blessing of Joe to go into S tier, because come on now, Reese's Cups and Reese's Pieces are instant banger, no explanation needed. Skittles are fucking gas and were a super hype back in the day. I just love to call my homies Snickers on the Halloween, and Sour Patch Kids literally have kids in the name. How can you not love it?
Oh yeah, I once remember when we once gone trick-or-treating with Barry and Joe called him his Snicker all the time, much to the Barack disappointment, and even after a slap, he didn't stop.
That's because Obama is a weak sissy with no upper body strength, and that fossil has no functioning pain receptors on his face, so you can cave his skull in and he will be walking around like nothing happened.
Not gonna lie, I didn't even notice that, but I do still feel pain, because once I remember that Will Smith was practicing to his role in Men in Black, and he knocked on my door, and when I opened it, he just shit smacked me to the ground, and I am still amazed that Chris Rock took this like a fucking champ, because I got almost knocked out by his slap.
Not gonna lie, I can appreciate a good slap, and Will Smith's technique and momentum is truly one of the best in the game. He should go pro, especially now. I mean, dude is widely known cuck who pretends to be some kind of Rizzler, releases shit music now, and has a son almost as failed as Joe. I mean, almost, because Jaden at least didn't have a laptop with official government files that he sold to the Russians.
Can we just please get back to the list and wrap it up? I really don't like where this video is going.
You got it, Borbungosaurus. Starburst is fine, but overall it's a tier, especially on Halloween night. It could be like 2 times longer instead of being a square, and then it would be undeniable S tier. As for the Swedish fish, I hate that fucking surstrumming shit. I once opened it on the Air Force One and ate it, then the entire plane stenched for the next week, and I projectile vomited in several rooms that same flight.
Can somebody just end his suffering already? I can't listen to his demented special ed ass.
The only special ass in this room is yours, and I will get it one day, but Twix is S tier, and then...
What the fuck?
Oh boy.
Which fucking dumbass decided to contaminate this beautiful list with this disgusting pile of the most dogshit food you can ever consume?
If someone ever would want to be funny and give me a fucking vegetable for the trick or treating, I would put my Dexter setup to use, just like with candy corn. But at least the only benefit is that green veggies make your loads bigger, so there's that, I guess.
You're absolutely right, Joseph. That's why I drink so many smoothies, and I always have a glass of it in my hand.
Holy shit, you were so inactive that I forgot you even was here in the first place.
Okay, so we have one pick left, and Whoppers are instant S tier. I never can get enough of these black balls in my mouth.
Jesus Christ. Shout out to Obamacare gang. So OMG, it's Birdman Archive and Zuber Sandwich.
You already know what's up, K31 owner.
Jacob, do you have any spare black balls you could give me this Halloween? I still haven't heard back from Jacob Bowling, so I'm not threatening no one, but I have a great plan for Halloween. I'm going to wear the full costume from Scream, from the mask to the black cape, and go around people's houses in the middle of the night, but not too late in the night to still have them be awake, and just walk up their windows and stare at them until they notice. And then I'm going to use my Biden powers to zoom out of the area with my flash boots and visit another neighborhood before they'll be able to take out the glizzy and slime me down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you with our golf game, and that will be the last video. See you guys in November. I'm so hyped. It's officially an annual tradition for us to play a Halloween-themed golf game, and I absolutely love it.
All that hype to finish at 4th place is crazy.
I might. Who knows? I know that George will fight with you pretty fairly and probably will win. So me, Bill, and Joe are more fighting for 3rd place than anything else.
Speak for yourself, Barrett. I am here to win the Royal Rumble and be the last man standing. I will yeet you the hell out of this ring with my signature Biden blast.
What?
Oh shit, we're wrestling now? All right, let me quickly go to my El Camino so I can grab some baby oil and groin protectors.
I don't need none of that because I am the chosen one, so I have the title in the bag, and I'm voting we do a buried alive match like back 20 years ago, so I can throw you all old fucks into a hole in the ground and bury you with an excavator.
I was born in September the same year as you, and let's also get Melania in here, and let's make her fight in panties and bra match with Margot Robbie. That would be a goddamn banger.
And while we're at it, let's invite Michelle too, because we need diversity, because poor women are just as bright and talented as white women.
No, we won't do that. I'm tired of transgender women competing in women's sports and ruining it for everybody else.
Did you just call my wife transgender?
The left's hypocrisy returns. What, is it now bad to be transgender out of sudden? I thought you ought to respect all the variants of gender, sexuality, and all that freaky-ass stuff.
No, of course that's not the point, because I respect everyone's gender. It's just that my wife is a real, a biological woman that has been a woman from the birth and still is now.
Did you just say that transgender women aren't real women? Yeah, okay, you're getting canceled, buddy. Get ready to set up an account on Rumble and Kick because you ain't getting back from that one.
Dude! What? Let me just say what I wanted to say, because we're not doing a damn wrestling match. Where the hell did you all get the idea from? We are playing golf with your friends, and this time for Donald to not bitch about everything I did, turn on the physical contact. And this is one of the most downloaded Halloween maps, so if somebody does bad, it's not because it's some, and I quote, rigged map by the left, but rather it's their own skill issue. So yeah, let's roll.
You got a real pretty name, Georgie. Walker sounds like a fella you'd invite for a cookout and serve some fresh, juicy hot dogs with those beautiful black crust you make on a grill, because I heard that people like briskets, so I started making every meat look like brisket. I once didn't have time to grill it, so I just grated some coal, and then I dipped my hot dogs in eggs so I could get it moist and sticky, and then in coal, and it was one of the best crispy dogs I ever ate.
Did you just admit to munching on some coal?
You should try that. It was mostly for texture, but it also gave the dogs that smoky, earthy aroma, and your jaw also trains while eating it to be stronger. So you don't end up with misaligned teeth like modern people with Oompa Loompa Trump-style diets, where everything is a mushy burger from Wendy's. Did you know that ancient cavemen actually had better teeth? Everything was aligned correctly, and the jaw fit all the teeth because they weren't eating on some oatmeal, but on raw meat and bones. They also didn't have as bad a breath as Trump does when he forgets to brush in the morning, because they didn't have as much sugar as we do. The only time they had some sugar was when they were lucky to find a fruit on a tree one day while foraging and looting shit like they were in Elder Scrolls. Another fun fact, humans are originally born without the cavity bacteria, so if you were living sterile and never been in contact with saliva of the person who has cavities, you won't ever suffer from it. So if you never kiss someone, you can throw your toothpaste away and save some money for PlayStation 5, especially since GTA 6 is right around the corner.
Holy yapper.
Now let Joe cook. I'm going to go check with my dentist if I have them, because if not, I will, for real, start saving up for a PlayStation, because those damn jiggle physics from the trailers are out of this world, and from what I've heard, it's going to be just like that in the actual game too.
If you want some jiggle physics, I can lend you my PSP along with Dante's Inferno disc. You will be replaying the Cleopatra fight over and over.
You guys are really missing out on some titles if all you look for in a game is high-quality nudity. And Joe, toothpaste doesn't only stop cavities, it saves your enamel, kills the bad bacteria on your teeth and tongue, it stops discoloring from things like coffee and cigarettes, and most noticeably, it stops your breath from smelling like a dead rat.
What are we, an educational channel? For the past couple of minutes, all we have been talking about is some fucking facts about biology and fucking toothpaste out of all things. I can sum it up in one sentence. Brush your fucking teeth if you don't want to be a nasty grime monster. And get Dante's Inferno if you are a loser who doesn't get any play and has to rely on games to fulfill his sexual fantasies. Boom, you guys yap way too damn much.
Don't get any play? I think you forgot that you are talking to a Riz god.
Everybody wants to take the Dark Brandon to the prom, so I don't know who you are calling a loser, sucker.
Underage girls don't count, Joe.
Okay, now that's just not playing fair.
You disappoint me so much, Joe.
No, hold up. I am actually with Joe on this one. What about 16-year-old in, like, Maine? Age of consent there is 16, so, like, what's wrong with it? Even the law allows it.
What's wrong with it? I don't know, maybe the fact that you are over 60 years older than they?
Barry, don't even bother. You are talking to 3 people who definitely were on the island. But, yeah, it doesn't look like a Halloween map to me. Rather, it's just a generic forest map, so I don't know why you made us play it, Barry.
Again, I don't play these maps beforehand, so I don't know them any more than what screenshots provide. It's like a shack in the forest, and it was tagged by the original developers as a Halloween-themed map, so I guess it just starts off innocently, and it will get gloomier as we go. It could also be a prank played by the developers. Your guess is as good as mine.
They're definitely pranking us, but I am a huge fan of Jack Doherty pranks, so I don't mind it.
Jack Doherty? Was it that dude who looks like he's 12 and faked his reaction on the spot after crashing his Lamborghini? Actual amoeba? No other thought than acting like a fucking NPC for views.
You know me, I usually don't have anything against those young influencers. They're just doing their thing, and that's fine. But he is actual defective society member. He calls being a public nuisance and a prick to everybody pranks, and after talking shit or doing something very offensive, he hides behind his bodyguard to not get punched. He also drives a sports car on the highway while being distracted by phone, and he got it all recorded, so it serves as a proof that it was fully his fault. And on top of that, he runs an OnlyFans agency, so he is about as morally corrupt as Andrew Tate. Hell, at least Andrew Tate doesn't act like a fucking toddler, although they reach pretty similar age audience.
Damn, he really got you mad. You usually don't like the F-bombs in our videos, Barry.
I mean, I am against heavy profanity usage that Donald clearly imposes because it can limit ads on our videos, but other than that, we can use it. It's not like we're using a heavy word. Hell, even Marvel decided to include a single F-bomb in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Why does this fucking ball always roll down? And Barry, I think I know what you're talking about, and that's why I never invited Putin on this channel, because Putin uses the N-word. I call it the N-word. He uses the N-word all the time. That's a no-no, you're not supposed to do that. He uses it on the daily basis. And everybody's so afraid, so afraid, so afraid.
The fuck?
Oh yeah, he was threatening me and used the N-word pretty often during my time in office, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but unlike your sorry ass, I actually showed him how expensive and more efficient my N-words were, and I said to him, my N-words are much bigger and stronger than yours. I also paid top dollars for them because I value quality over quantity.
You got 30 seconds to explain yourself before I drone strike the shit out of you and all your goofy ass shit, Trump Towers.
Yeah, typical Democrat, mad over someone actually using nukes, how they were supposed to be used.
Wait, what did you say?
I know that it might sound weird to you and you would much prefer to drop those nukes on random hospitals in Yemen, but unlike you, I am an actual peacemaker.
No, not that you asshole. Did you say nukes?
Hello, we have been talking about them for like a minute now.
Oh, so that's what you meant when you said the N-word. Okay, let's just forget that entire conversation then.
And now watch this bogey. That's how W does it.
You're talking about a damn bogey. It's still sad to get a bogey. Par is like the bar that's already set pretty low, so anything above it is quite frankly disappointing.
Well, I couldn't do it, so it's not as easy, and if you're so great at this game, why don't you already have a par on this hole?
Because I practice for the actual golf, Barry, not this Coco Melon mini golf bullshit.
Coco Melon? Geez, you're off your rockers, dude. By the ways, guys, if you ever tried to join a membership but didn't see the button on your iPhones, you can now. Because at the start of October, YouTube brought this feature on the iOS. So if you guys want to join, you can straight up do that and join my cult. and be ready to die for me and glaze the living hell out of me.
If you want to recruit some cult members, Joe, you got to show them a better shot than this shit. It's about as good as your campaign last year.
Half of it was freaking Kamala. How are you going to rate my campaign if Kamala took it from me in the middle of the race?
That's a fair point. I didn't want Joe as our president, but at least I respect him as a person. But Kamala just doesn't seem right. There's something off about her.
It's that witchy cackling sound she makes when she laughs. I also think she is more of a pothead than Obama because she laughs about anything and spits out jumbled words like Joe. Joe is at least straight up demented, and there's no hiding it, but she pretends to be a capable person that has some brain cells, which is fake news, so fake that not even libtards believe her.
All this yapping made you overshoot it a bit, Donnie. But no, honestly, she isn't a devil or anything. She is just unexperienced, and I'm not even going to front. We thought she will do better than Joe because of age difference, and she was also a non-white woman. So you already know that I did my best at those rallies. But Donald's ignorance and disrespectful shit talk, as well as his stunts with McDonald's and garbage trucks, sadly spoke to more people, so we got to deal with it.
Unexperienced? She was running this fucking country for 4 years because clearly it wasn't Joe since he was on vacation most of his term. She is just incompetent and would never win the primaries even if Joe didn't start in them, and you damn well know it.
To give my piece in this, she's a damn baddie for a 60-year-old woman. Hillary looked basically like she looks today when she turned 60, but Kamala still looks smashable, so that's why I voted for her and given some speeches on her rallies. I wanted to be Monica Lewinsky to her Bill Clinton if she were to win the election. I also digged up an old picture and just look at this.
Now, it's clearly fake, generated by AI and Photoshop at the top of it, or maybe it's her ugly ass face deep faked onto a picture of Melania. I don't even know at this point.
I don't know if that picture is real or not, but weren't you the one calling her a beautiful woman at one of your rallies?
I was quoting some media piece that called her that. And then I said the truth, that I am quite clearly a better looking person out of the two.
I don't know. I think you guys are equal. I mean, your face looks like some pig that bathed in McDonald's grease and even smells the same. But your bunda gave me so many chubs that I can't even count that high. But when Kamala locked me up in the basement, tied up to the bath and pouring ice buckets on me after I stumbled my words during some speech, I was harder than some goddamn diamond. So I can't say for sure who is sexier.
I don't know. Trump is not my type, but that Kamala treatment sounds like some good times. Barry, do you have her number? I'm going to turn on my Billy the Rizzler mode.
I do, but I don't think I will give you her number because I know your intentions, and she is married. And so are you too, by the way, if you forgot already.
Barry, it really upsets me how judgmental you are of your friends. You also are really not progress because open marriages are a thing, and I am in one, and maybe she is too. We could even do some swapping action and give Hillary to whoever Kamala is with, and I get a night with Kamala. Oh, crap, it's almost November already. Barry, please give me this number or I will add you to the list.
What does November have to do with any of that?
Bro, it's no nut November, and I'm at this age where I don't know if I will live to see another month, so I can't afford to wait an extra month.
I remember you once said that it's not worth it because edging tops out in like a week, and it was on our channel, so, yeah, I'm lost.
So you remember that, but you can't remember who are you introducing next during a presidential speech?
So I want to thank you all for being here. And now, who am I introducing next? Who's next?
Jack, I was tired the hell out of my mind that day. I was up all night playing Fortnite because new chapter released, so I had to start Battle Pass grind.
Battle P, the fuck? You were a fucking president. Why wouldn't you just buy all the shit you wanted? First thing I did when Baron introduced me to Fortnite was to buy all the Aura farming skins and Gooner skins. So the only thing that sucked for me is that shop wasn't refreshing that often, and I eventually got bored because the actual gameplay is dog water, so I just deleted this shit from my PlayStation and never played it since.
Man, I really screwed my going here. I need to up my game if I want to win this. But so far, it looks like another George win. I gotta say, George, you came back and you just laid out the competition flat.
The weirdest part about all that is that Joe is still somewhat keeping up and holding up the second place. He still has yet to get a 14-stroke hole.
Oh man, that reminds me of one of the greatest debates I ever had. You know, I am a bit of philosopher, so it's like my version of to be or not to be. And it goes like that. Is it better to get out 4 strokes, our 400?
What?
The hell is wrong with you?
Thank you, Donald. I knew I could.
Of course it's better to get out 400. I mean, I don't even see how you could make a counterpoint. Only one I see is that when you have to be somewhere in a couple of minutes, but that's why you never go to town before finishing your damn job for the day.
Never mind, there he is.
It's a mixed bag for me. I sometimes got late to meetings and stuff due to my entanglements. But other times I could incorporate it in my job. Like I got this special desk that you couldn't see anyone underneath it from the front. So there were a couple of speeches where I had some support from under the desk, and I ain't talking teleprompter.
For a much needed change of topic, and I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but this course is only 13 holes long if you haven't paid attention to the scoreboard. So this hole is the last of this episode. And as usual, we will do the member shout outs, and I'm really happy because some of you might remember this one member, and he just rejoined recently, of course, and he's a certified Obamber because he joined Obamacare. So shout out to OMG, it's Birdman Archive, and to Zuber Sandvich.
K31 owner is still with me, so I really appreciate this because many people didn't like me during my presidency, and it really hurt because it reminded me of abandonment that I kind of had from my dad because he was focused at work and he didn't spend much time with me, and then I choked on a pretzel and...
Nobody cares about your sob story, George. I want to shout out Jacob Bowling, and I hope he will peer pressure you guys to join my cult. And the first step to entering Joe Cult is the monthly fee that is paid via my membership plan. If you don't think about it, it's kind of like I'm just taxing you.
It would maybe make sense if you were still a president, but it works for me now. So join the Billionaires Club if you want to support our editor because he gets a cut from it. We are basically Make-A-Wish Foundation for his sped ass.
The hell? Why would you even say that? He edits our videos for a chump change and you go off on him like he's Joe.
Relax, liberal. It's called dark humor.
Except there was no dark and no humor.
You make up the dark, so we're halfway there. And that's the scoreboard, assholes. See you in a couple of days.
Buddha bum? Oh, it's my turn. Show me what... Oh, I'm lost. Wait, oh, it's like Los Santos Highway.
I'm not even going to ask what the hell does that mean, because I already know that I won't get a sensible answer at this point.
Me neither, but what I do know is that I'll cut my deficit because I'm going to get hole-in-one in this bitch.
For the time being, watch this drive.
Nice one, Bush. I almost collapsed from the impact that your hit caused.
Wait, what? Oh, screw you, you darn idiot. But that one was clever. I can't even lie.
I don't know. He didn't quite stick the landing.
Oh my God, Joe out of nowhere from the top rope. I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but I'm proud of you, Joe.
Don't worry, Donnie. I'll always stick with you for as long as I will be on my legs.
Are you two really having a bro moment by roasting George with 9/11 jokes?
You would understand it too, if only you would accept my extended invitation for you to join our blood pact, where we become blood brothers like Humpty Dumpty and Cat in Boots. But no, you didn't, because to quote, I don't want to catch HIV, chlamydia, AIDS, and probably a million other STDs you collected over your demented 80 years of living like some damn Pokemon, just for you to have my DNA on this sheet of paper that doesn't mean nothing and probably has poorer quality text than a 19th century cameras.
You really said all of that? I cannot lie. As a master hater, I have to give credit where credit is due, because if there's one thing I can appreciate in everyone, it's the art of hate.
I'm also a master hater, but replace hater with baiter.
I had a really frustrating day, and that 10 p.m. message by Joe just made me unload all of that frustration on him by roasting him, so I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean it.
If it's unloading the frustration you need, then I have way more fun and pleasurable ways that I can help you, Barry.
Oh, would you look at that? I also got a birdie. Who's the loser now, Donald?
The game is not finished yet, so don't count your chickens before they hatch or some shit like that. I can't remember how the fuck that saying goes.
Yep, that sounds about right to me.
I would like to take this moment to clarify something, because Larry Fitzgerald in the comment session under League of Legends Wafest tier list asked a very important question as to where is Renata, and it was an old tier list which didn't have it back when we started it, so we didn't add no custom picks, but I would rank her C tier. She is bad, but she reminds me of Hillary too much with that fucking suit and pants. So that makes her almost unbearable to watch on screen.
Yeah, okay, this entire map is a bunch of fucking dog shit all over again. Somebody take away map selecting privileges away from this fucking bald maniac over here. He is too incompetent for this job.
By the way, guys, you remember when we were talking about Formula One in Las Vegas last year?
Yeah, I guess. What about it?
Well, I checked it out, and I have birthday on Thursday this year, and a day after the entire event starts on Friday and run onto the Sunday, and you already know how Joe Dog loves the gambling, so I was thinking that we could spend some time in there before Thanksgiving, kind of like hungover, and the racing could be fun too, because it's going to be a night race, so it won't be as hot as my ThinkPad when I boot up Wukong on it.
You lost me at your birthday, but then you got my interest back when you mentioned gambling. So yeah, a 4-day trip to Las Vegas. to get drunk off cheap booze and gamble everything we got. Seems like a coup of friends bonding activity. Book a penthouse in Bellagio for 4 days, Barry. I got connections up in there.
And another thing, the Queen versus Slime one asked us if we will be playing any Dead by Daylight. And I thought about it, and I don't think so, at least not this year. We don't really feel like it, and teaching Joe how to play this game would be absolute nightmare. And if he was the killer, it would be a freebie for the survivors.
Now, Barry, I would like you to take those words back because I've been the killer hundreds of times. My KD is immeasurable and my experience is unmatched.
In Dead by Daylight, right?
Well,
In Dead by Daylight, right?
Well, one thing is for certain, although I hate these too long holes that just make you die of boredom because nothing in the scoreboard changes, I gotta say that it's getting more creepy-ish as we go. We have some webs, graves, empty obscure trees, and even an actual wooden hut in the middle of forest, so we're home.
Nah, it's still not as creepy as White House, so I wouldn't say we're home.
That's actually a really good point, Joe. I am not a man that scares easily, but goddamn when I saw Ghost of Lincoln in front of me when I was looking where I left my phone after a night bender with Joe, and I'm just glad that he didn't mistake me for John Wilkes Booth and gun me down because I ran out of that hole in no time, and I didn't even know I had such speed in me. I never again went anywhere near that room without at least 2 bodyguards surrounding me.
Yeah, my dog's always freaked out near that room, but I thankfully never seen him. I just saw a slight resemblance of Lyndon in the hallway, but it was at night and I couldn't sleep, so that might have been a factor, and after 2 heavy blinks, he disappeared. But man, seeing this big-ass statue of a man in a dark hallway is so eerie.
Really? That never happened to me. In fact, I remember that I even invited my shawty Monica over to Lincoln's bedroom one night, and we didn't experience nothing unusual.
Yeah, nothing unusual other than a 50-years-old married president sleeping with his 22-years-old intern, you damn freak.
I did not have any sexual relations with that woman, and if you don't believe me, just look up her testimony. It's nothing more than some hanky-panky and some support from under the desk while I was playing some Quake.
Bill, drop this act. We both know that you have this unusual charm, so you probably manipulated her into saying that. We both know you didn't stop there.
All right, you caught me.
So everyone got a par? What a waste of my fucking time. Can you guys fuck up already? I'm not even aiming for win, but I'm in a viable contention for top 3 spot. So I just hope that those 2 freakazoids will have a mental breakdown soon.
Well, there you have it, partner. A trick shot opportunity, something you used before.
I don't know. That one doesn't look promising, honestly, and Bill kind of proved why. Right now, it's really easy to mess up, but I will give it a shot. Man, fuck this game.
Seems like someone is having a bad day.
It's still not as bad as you had back when those 2 planes...
I gotta admit, those pumpkins do look nice.
Yeah, Trumpy sure is looking like a damn snack today. I would eat him up right here, right now, if I could.
Joe, my brother, you really need to find God.
You know, I was planning to say something similar, but Joe over here is done, like you won't talk him off, so there is nothing else than to just train yourself, to deafen yourself whenever he is about to say some vile shit that mostly sexualizes me totally unprompted.
When Joester kicks in the second gear, there's no end game to that. Like, I live for that freak shit.
When Joester kicks in the second gear, the motherfucking pills should appear because you done lost your mind.
The only pills I need are some Perk 30s.
What a junkie.
Like father, like son.
At least I have a son, unlike your bitch ass and Barry over here.
And is there anything wrong with it? Also, you left out Bill. He also has a single daughter.
So now we're just lying for fun. Interesting. Bush, Bill has more sons than there were presidents in U.S. history, is my guess.
Dude, again, firstly, there are surgeries of fetus removal from the womb to not anger the YouTube moderation algorithm, and I got a vasectomy later, bro. I'm shooting blanks.
I would personally hate to have a daughter and not a single son, but that's just me, I guess. I don't really care about how you want to live your life.
You know what? It's actually the last hole of this episode, so while we're at it, let's just quickly shout out our lovely members. OMG, it's Birdman Archive, and Zuber Sandvich, I love you guys.
Ha! What a freaking fruitcake.
Oh, shut up, Trump. You damn well know that you would be saying the same thing or be even more of a suck-up than what Barry said. In fact, I love you too, K31 owner.
And I don't think I need to repeat myself, but I will for the good measure. I love you, Jacob Bowling, and that you love me back, but as to what kind of love I'm talking about, I'll leave up to interpretation, but hit me up when you get to the conclusion.
Oh, crap. I think that Trump might actually be catching up to the rest. We must stop sleeping, boys.
We? Who's we? Me and George are so far ahead, we don't even have to worry about losing those 2 first spots. However, you guys, on the other hand, are still in range as far as golf with your friends goes. And then where the hell did that ball go?
That was the most anticlimactic play I've seen this map.
I disagree. I could very easily climax watching this. Just need to put up a little goon corner somewhere, and I'd definitely do it.
The hell is a goon corner?
So you don't know? All right, that's it. Open up Instagram on your phone, Barry. I'm sending you a couple of reels that feature a goo corner to give you the idea.
No, Joe, don't worry about it. In fact, don't ever send me any reels because I already hate what you're about to send me just because of your description. I am also not that old to not know what gooning means nowadays because I'm stuck with you and Donald every day, so I learn all the lingo.
Okay, there you have the board. Now fuck off, Barry.
It's time to end this bull and give W to the W, fellas.
What has the bull ever done to you that you want to end him? That's really cruel, especially coming from a Texas cowboy. I thought you guys ride on the bulls like every other day while being wasted off some whiskey.
Joe, I just meant to say bullcrap, but didn't want to swear in the first second since Barry told me we can't do that, but I think we're past that now.
Oh.
Is bullcrap even a swear word? I always thought it was Southern and family-friendly way to say bullshit.
No, it's still profanity. It's just culturally a bit milder than bullshit.
What's your profanity?
Oh, dang it. I thought I will fit in the hole, but it's too small.
That's what she...
Oh, no. You are not making any jokes about what Joe said, but what the hell was that, Joe? Are you using a soundboard again?
Oh, crap.
There's no way his 3 centuries old ass is not able to climb up a flight of stairs or finish a sentence, but at the same time be able to operate a soundboard on his phone on Play Golf.
You gotta be fair, Donald. He didn't struggle with that problem ever since you won the election. It was a real big refresher when I saw his speech right after Election Day. He seemed like his older self for me, and I think dropping out really was the best option for him.
Big and almighty Don is so universally good that I can even heal my political enemies' brains. That's why I'm going to turn our democracy into a dynasty, even though I took a bullet for the democracy.
Last week I took a bullet for democracy.
And I at least took a shot at democracy. And is that why you can't even do a single precise shot?
Real talk, you can't have shots like these, then complain about game being unfair. You were just complete ass for the most part in this series. And that's why you keep taking L's after L's, and you won the least amount of games. And as last person, even though you were the only person along with me that was featured in the every single game.
Too bad that I really don't care. I already know that I don't have any chances to win this rigged map, so I just do what I do. It quite literally cannot get any worse than this, can it?
It can.
The fuck was that? Has this game turned into the Great War Criminal Derby, or what the hell?
Don't you even dare to go there, Mr. International Waters.
All right, come on now. They were terrorists. It's not like I orbital striked a fucking orphanage. But you two, on the other hand...
Man, I still wonder...
Wonder about what?
Wonder how much LBJ was packing. Dude called it a jumbo for a reason, didn't he? He also whipped it out on numerous events. Didn't zip up after finishing pissing and peed on a Secret Service agent leg while talking with him. To do that, your hoe's got to be a damn mallet.
Seriously? This is what you're wondering about, out of all things in the world?
I mean, it is interesting.
Me, JFK, all the reporters that saw it, Secret Service agents, and all the ladies at JFK orgies were the only people that know, and it will stay that way.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm not a Peter Gazer.
Come on, J-Dog, I need to know that. You know you can trust your fellow Donkey Party member, the Bizzle or Clitston.
What's Don?
Bill, we will talk about it at the next Hunter Party, but which Old Spice commercials did you guys prefer? The original Isaiah Mustafa ones, or the YouTube poop ones with Terry Crews?
Where did that question even come from?
I don't know, Jack. I'm just saying anything to pad the runtime up to at least 8 minutes.
I guess it's fine, and I got a birdie, so I'm happy with that.
You're not alone, partner. Don't you think I'll let you get a lead on me? I am still focused.
That's probably your biggest advantage over Trump. Dude can't stay focused for more than 10 seconds at a time.
I just don't want to waste my time because I am so rich that my time is a commodity that's pricier than damn diamonds, so I'll have to go with Terry Crews' campaign. I always imagined that Joe was that one little hair follicle that was screaming to not be shaved, so I always had extra motivation to shave.
MFers come out of nowhere just to hate for real, for real.
Fuck! This game is actual rigged, I can't believe it. And as to your whining Joe, it's what I do. I am a professional hater, and I hate with passion. You should know that by now.
The only guy I hear whining is you, Donald. You overshot the thing, and that's entirely your fault and your fault only.
Yeah, whatever you say. Kinda ironic coming from Mr. Watch This Drive to say that I overshot something.
It may be, but you did do it, though.
As for the Joe's question earlier, I definitely prefer the first commercial. I just like that he was chill, and he also rode a horse like I do when I crave some White Castle, so I need to pull up to the drive-thru.
Who the fuck pulls up to the drive-thru on a damn horse?
A couple of cowboys like me do. You know, in Texas, police uses horses on the daily. They ride on the streets, patrol the borders, and so on.
Why would you even do that? We invented cars for a damn reason. You don't need to live in medieval ages and ride on a fucking horse, but instead comfortably sit in your Rolls Royce with heated seats and watch The Apprentice on the big screen and back seat.
Ain't nobody gonna watch that shit show, lil bro.
I ain't trying to hear it from a literal cancer patient.
Actually, the joke is on you because I just finished my radiation therapy, and again, that cancer didn't attack any of my organs or penetrated my bones. So I think that I'm just gonna get a couple of pills like Walter White and have like another 15 in me.
I hope you mean 15 years of life, and if so, I'm happy for you, man. I would hate to lose you.
Yeah, we make a lot of jokes about you, but it's all in good faith, at least the jokes from my side, and we hope you make it to 100 and more.
It would be impossible to find a replacement for you at Freak-Offs that would match your freak level, Joseph, so I'm glad for you.
Okay, good for you or something.
Trump, stop pretending like you hate Joe. We all know you two are the best dynamic duo around and just feed off each other energy like no other.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I like it when people aren't nice to me. I like it in a certain way if you catch my drift.
Goddamn freak.
Yet another par for the books, Barry. You're not making it.
Oh yeah? Well then let's see about that. Oh shit.
Barry, can you explain to me what the fuck your process of thinking was when you made that shot?
To be honest with you, I just got kind of lost in the plot and pulled the mouse too far back. I actually didn't think anything of it, just did it.
Barry the Bee lost his shit.
Ah, crap.
Oh, dagnabbit.
Oh, poop.
That was the saddest looking fail ever. I mean, really, it was incredible how miserable your shot was.
Oh yeah? Then let's see how you do it, you fat piece of lard.
There. Was it that hard? And don't you ever call me fat piece of lard again, or I will perform a late-term abortion on your ass.
Wow.
That might actually get you canceled, Trump.
Oh my, why does everyone have to be such a fucking snowflake and a pussy nowadays? It's called a damn joke. Relax humor, it's called a dark liberal or something.
Speaking of dark liberals, that was a pretty weak drive, Barry.
You gotta be kidding, George.
No, I don't. See, first shot was understandable, but repeating the same mistake after, not so much.
Now watch this shit, weenies. You seen that? Golf is just like women. You gotta be slow, steady, straight, and smoothly glide in.
Oh God, my entire pants are covered in puke now. What the fuck, Bill?
Since I already lost the game, and it's a final hole, why not do the members shout out? You already know who I'm shouting out. Zuber Sandvich and OMG, it's Birdman Archive, you know what's up.
Same goes to K31 owner.
And Jacob Bowling, I don't know if that's your legal name or not, but if it is, then it's really badass and you're destined to be a pro bowler.
But not a pro baller, don't forget that. That is the great Don's domain, because I just ball the fuck out of my lifestyle and don't give a damn. And now finish the hell up, Barry. I'm really hungry, so I need to go.
Go? Go where? You always order something from DoorDash, and if you don't, you still have a White House kitchen couple of yards from here.
I have a date with Melania, you dumbass. And I only ate 2 medium-sized pizzas today, so I'm basically running on an empty stomach. And when we get to the restaurant, I'm gonna ball the fuck out and just order everything. I hope there will be some chocolate cakes and some fruity desserts because she loves that shit. But for burgers, they better take off the fucking onion because once she bit into one piece when I gave her 1/4 pounder, and she was nagging about it the entire day and shitting on McDonald's, so I don't want to live through it the second time.
We didn't need to hear that, but bye.
Subscribe to Oval Office Gaming right now or Barack will go get your oil with his drones.